Hold on to that. No windows to look out at the sky from down here. Out-of-Date says they'll be... The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war. He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war. Regardless, Out-of-Date is grateful the tribe war is over. Out-of-Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough. You're the only one that's strong enough to face the last World Eater.
Wherefore, whereway?
The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give the world a chance to survive. Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end. Out-of-Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet. He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately, he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the northwest. He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out-of-Date's hunch is real. The Merc Pup is up next. Out-of-Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out-of-Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help. Says you should take care. No time to graze, let's go. Old brick-bracks like that, sometimes still full of good things. That's a good sign. Small's Mart is a favourite thingamajig broker. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. You've discovered Fanaki leaves, the densest jungle in the land. Better get hacking. That old home's still relatively together. You need to give the tensioners on the machine head a matching adjustment to get the twing-twang in tune. That sounds delicious. You're full of pluck. it's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. You found the Moly Hole outpost, an old Pichu tribe hole in the wall. Let's see. The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Let's see. Everything is at stake. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go, but says it helps to have friends with you to plumb those depths. It was a tragedy, but also sad that you chose to leave. It's a miracle you made it on the outside on your own. That land is harsh, they say. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever, but you've always been able to rise like a bubble to the surface, no matter what. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always lay your own course. He feels you've deserved revenge because of how you were wronged. You've suffered enough to make him pay.
Getting darker around here by the minute.
There's still time! Dark hasn't won yet!
Oh, but it will, and we'll take our time to enjoy it.
Just like you to enjoy the end of everything.
Hey, even endings have to end.
Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really... Maybe that's true for you, but he's not so sure about his own fate. Amazed, Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Says they're unified in the ways that... But that's not nearly as important as this. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths, but there's something else down there too. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with... He can't leave the Surge Station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up mecha Fingro in the mecha stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it, and you'll find the tug twister. Work your way up. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. Wood scrap's great for building things. Bang Shelter 11E. Just the place to ride out a storm. It's a cold zone. Even a thick coat of fur is enough to keep you warm here. Be gentle, this mount's a breather. An old home. Could be something to it. You can't really understand your story till it's done. See that e-waste? You could use that for sure. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Top shelf. Let's see. Plastic scrap like that over there could be useful. He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick. He agrees that it's an option if you want to break stuff, but in this case you want to keep things intact so it won't leak once you get undersurf. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out. He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow. He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. That's the Vroomer. Go, beastie, go. There's the Riffa-Reef outpost, which the Lotus tribe slapped together long ago. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo Choo here. Each new day means new chances. Let's see. Choo-Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but it claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything... Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks... You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a... Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them, and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. Thinks everyone has. No one's perfect every time. Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again. Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around. But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo-Choo. He's been off track since the world started dying, but he thinks that's fine, but there's no path in this world that's not been already made. He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives take, and you must deal with the outcome, even if you didn't lay them yourself. This time, though, Wingnuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugger-chugger out there. The challenge is taking... Says you're just like he used to be, a one...
Love to see you shine on. The night maybe...
I am too.
Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Wired up and ready to go. Might turn a blade or two. Nice topper. Let's get that mount moving while the getting is good. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. Wow! A stylish cover for your brains. That's interesting. Down to half your health. Watch you flex. It's a wild sensation to be away from the open air. Those are the kind of things you need. Now that's a flesh wound. Close encounter. Ouch! They don't learn. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Choo-Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason, but he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that needs to be unstuck. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency. It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency. Choo-Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler. It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open. Seems glad you think so. You're on the right rail. Choo-Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place. Says you'll meet again. You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo-Choo says he feels strong. He's convinced there was a... He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He figures out... Choo-Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that... Bets it could fly... The world's on the mend, so no need to leave it. But just think of all the places the Ark could take you. Says he's happy to see the Ark in your hands. Knows you'll go great places with it and do some good. Wonders who you might call aboard the Ark with you.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
After spending a life on the rails, he's eager to ride the skies with you. Just let him pack his rollerboard, and he'll roll aboard. Choo-Choo says he's ready to pack up and leave. Fair enough all around. This area is known to keep loads of secrets. Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the... He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just needs ammunition. He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang. There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free. You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're far... He's a peculiar little fellow that's been fiddling with splodies since he was a kidling. It runs in his blood. Their family recipes pack a punch. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending. There are places up ahead far worse than this. That's a chug hut. Probably no chug-chugs in it, but you never know. That there is a fume foundry where toxanol processed go juice. That's a bang plant, where toxanol used to make all sorts of splody things before it blew up in their faces. Don't flinch away from this. It's your moment. You need to focus. Cutting edge. Another one bites the dust. That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off. The pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance to hurt the Merc Puff where it counts. You should aim for the head. That's the Merc Puff's weak spot. Thinking doesn't seem to be his strong point. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts guppos, scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the Merc Puff in particular. Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos. Tells you it's a sort of fish that's able to reproduce really fast, which is a real advantage when you're going... Don't trust your eyes so much. They play tricks in the dark. We all share the same destiny, destruction or survival. It's not stairs, but it'll do. You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. The tribes need someone to unite them. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. This is Burblebottom, residence of Gil. Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up on... Either way, seems to him that they can't imagine how... Can't... Happy you ride alongside the myriad. They... But he never drank from this... Even the...
Fest and trip.
But here, if you head in...